York, and police officers in Rochester will not face criminal charges in the death of Daniel Prude. The announcement coming after a grand jury decided not to indict the 7 officers in that death there. So we have some video we want to show you right here. Prude died in March of 2020 following an encounter with the officers. At some point during the encounter, police handcuffed Prude, who was naked, and put a spit hood over his head. He eventually became unresponsive and died a week later. At the moment, though, there are protests going on in Rochester, New York. This is video coming to us from just a couple hours ago. You can see people there taking to the streets, very, very unhappy with this decision. Let's listen in to see if we can hear him. And once again, police officers will not face criminal charges in the death of Daniel Prude. This announcement came after a grand jury decided not to indict those 7 officers. He died back in March of 2020 following an encounter with the police officers. And at some point,
it's just crazy
let's listen
how
in.
we just did all this work and just for them to not indict no one. Like, I wasn't looking forward to seeing another Tamir Rice situation. This is not what we expected. This is not what we wanted. And until there is justice in this system, they will not get no peace from us. Because of the simple fact it is our duty to fight for our freedom and abolish the system from the ground up.
Also, the New York State Attorney General, Tish James, was also responding. Here's what she tweeted today. In response, she said a grand jury has voted not to indict any police officer on charges related to the death of Daniel Prude. My office concluded there was sufficient evidence surrounding Mr. Prude's death to present the case to a grand jury, and we presented the most comprehensive case possible. We also heard from the Attorney General there in the state of New York today as well. Here's some sound from her.
Concluded that there was sufficient evidence surrounding Mr. Prude's death to warrant presenting the case to a grand jury. We presented the strongest case possible, but today, sir, on charges related to Daniel Prude's death.
And so there's her tweet once again, and just some more video here. A makeshift memorial outside where that grand jury met, deciding not to indict the 7 officers involved in Daniel Prude's death. So those are just some of the stories that we wanted to get to that we couldn't get to today. They're still very important. We wanted to cover them here on News Now from Fox. We have one more that's going to be of interest to you. That's concerning El Chapo's wife. She appeared in court today in the District of Columbia, so we're going to give you the latest update on that.